What's up, Justin? What's going on, my man? Hello, everyone. I love that, like, my live streams are getting so rare now that Wombat had to ask if this was intentional. Like, that he's like, you didn't accidentally press the button again. Which, like, I mean, it happens a lot. There's potential roasting of myself right there. I just, yeah. No, I had some time tonight, so I was like, hey, let's get a live stream in, you know? May as well. Just was playing an old game nice. I was watching some Gold Rush. I'm a sucker for old seasons of Gold Rush. I think it's just like, you know, reality TV peaked with, like, Gold Rush. I always said that the only people that actually got any gold out of that show was, like, History Channel filming that. And just seeing a bunch of morons try to mine gold out of the ground was peak. So, I'm going to run... I do want to do a special raid run tonight. I've been saving one to do live. So while I wait for some more people, I'm going to throw in some of those ones that just aren't as fun to watch, but are necessary all the same. I have to say, dude, yeah, you feel old sometimes? No, I wasn't watching soccer. I haven't been watching as much. I watched a lot of sports between the college football playoff and everything else. I needed to kind of, you know, somewhat be a family guy again. Alright, hit this up. My only problem with this whole Gungan team is that I've removed so many of their fast mods that this is kind of annoying now. Like this first wave. Like, I pillaged their mods for the Spectre team. It was really bad. It's actually, I should say, it's actually a problem how bad they got destroyed. Alright, hit that up. Time to raid the stream by posting episode 3. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get it out for the group. I've been waiting for you to send me a link. Let's just throw this out there. Yeah, I do not have any TB or raid Omicrons, and I am very proud of that. Okay, hit that up. Hit this up. It's so nice that these guys can't gain the bonus turns, because it used to be misery getting stuck on that, dude. Used to be so misery getting stuck on that. Like, I just would sit there. 10 mat. Yeah, I can live without having a full auto this. Let's give you this. Jonah, what's up, man? We're just gonna... I've got some stuff planned. We're keeping it pretty close to the chest. Keeping it pretty close to the chest. Alright, let's see here. Let's kill the Droideka. Can we knock this guy out? Oh, that's bogus. Yeah, don't forget to like the stream. What's up, Tim? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, man. It's nice to be trying to do a little bit of live streaming here and there again. Definitely can't stay awake like I used to, but we're going to give it a go. It was funny. The other night I fell asleep before 8 o'clock, or it was a problem. It's been a problem. Getting so old. What do I want to do? Let's throw this one out there. Now, this is kind of a waste, but whatever. Let's throw that up there. This Gungan team for this raid, it's just so... I mean, it's always been this... I would argue it's always been this kind of silly. There's like a few times where I would get annoyed. But mostly, it's just it's a joke. It's just like... You know you're always going to win now. I don't hate it by any stretch of the imagination, by the way. Like, that is a very good thing that it's a joke. Go. Keep moving along here. Just throw that. Go back in there. Okay. He's off of cooldown, but now we lost our... Alright, we get the assist. Good job. There's nothing worse, I will say. I hate when Boss Nass uses his basic and, like, when he calls Phalanx to assist, like, I just want to punch something really hard in the face when that happens. It is just the most miserable experience to watch Phalanx get called to assist instead of, like, Tarpals or Boomadir. It makes me want to rage against the machine. Also, I have to show you guys my, like, GAC attacks this round. I didn't save them, like, video-wise, but I can just show you the problem, that extensive problem I ran into. Not my finest moment of offensive work. Now, I think I can get through this wave with just the counterattacks. There we go. Yeah, hit that up. Oh, cool. They're going to knock out my shield, and then Jar Jar can start counterattacking. Okay. Jar Jar counterattacks. Let's go. There is nothing better than the Jar Jar AoE counterattack. That is like my favorite part of his kit. Is that AoE just coming in and dealing like crazy damage. Alright, hit this up. Just spam until I can get Boomadir a turn. Just spam until I get Boomadir a turn. Just 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 give Boomadir a turn. Just give Boomadir a turn. I just want Boomadir to get a turn. Like, I'm gonna beat this without getting to do my fun stuff. See, like, I could have done this first move, and then everybody would have died. But no. Just give everybody but Boomadir turns. Thank you. I didn't even know, Wombat, I didn't even know Boomadir was bugged. I've never even read that Omicron. I saw it was raid and just completely skipped that Omicron. Just was no way I was ever equipping that thing. Oh, alright. That's one raid run down. Yeah, let me show you guys this. This was something funny. So, I was My GAC defense, I will say, they deserve some credit. The defense has been putting in some massive work this round. So, round 1. My Saw, Luthen, Drogon team got the hold. And then, the bigger thing was my Rey team held 4 times. So, that kind of won me that round. Once I saw that that happened, I was basically just, yeah, it was done and dusted. And then, this past round, my opponent did only a handful of attacks. So they initially dropped on Leia. They killed Fulcrum. They left Leia and R2, went and cleared, that team, and then lost again to Rey, which I'm beginning to think that Ezra needs to get nerfed, because he is, like, I'm not even placing Ahsoka on defense, because this team is just getting insane holds for me. Now, I think a big part of that is probably Datacrons, with the whole, like, crit avoidance and the 15 and 15. Like, I'm sure that's playing a factor, but it's just nuts. And then I ended up spending 5 total battles trying to get through this team. It was embarrassing. I used my Bane. I'd used my JMK because I failed against Jabba. It was miserable. I really need to come up with a better solution for Jabba right now. I just don't have a great solution. And so I had to spend like 5 teams to eventually whittle that down. It was a travesty. Absolute travesty. I didn't even bother doing anything else, though. I kept keeping an eye on my opponent. And they just, once they realized they weren't beating Rey, they probably just gave up. Because the one thing I will say for myself is that I have not had issues clearing Rey. I'm not going to quite say what I've used yet, because it's not in my SWGOH history. And this new Rey comp, it's just being able to beat this has been really important. I feel like it's given me a huge leg up. Again, not quite saying what I'll use. Channel members, you guys can check Discord, and I'll kind of tell you what I'm using. But I'm thinking right now for 3v3 Grand Arena, what it's really coming down to is how are you dealing with the GLs like this? Can you beat this team? I feel like this is what it's really coming down to. Which is kind of, if I'm honest, that does kind of suck that it's like one fight that's going to completely determine every single Grand Arena. And that's kind of why, like, I'm wondering if they need to fix Ezra's kit. Because the whole thing where he says, in exile here, the first time he's exiled, enemies can't assist or attack again if their attack is targeting Ezra. Allied Spectres have instant defeat immunity while he's active. I feel like they could add a line of logic here to basically say that if all enemies are, or if all allies are Spectre. I'm beginning to think that because I'm seeing just how impactful he is with Rey. And that he's honestly, you're like, for what it takes to beat Ahsoka in 5s. I don't, I'm torn on, I don't know. I'm kind of torn right now on where Ezra belongs, because if he's this good with Rey, your argument is you have to keep him here and just bring Ahsoka on offense and let her beat something else. I don't know. I just think it's nuts. I truthfully believe that it's just such a crazy situation right now. Yeah, you guys tell me what you think. But he's just too good. And the fact that his mastery is deflection and dodge chance, just like icing on the cake for what makes Rey teams so annoying to deal with. Like, that was the whole thing with JTR that everybody would get pissed off about. is that, her mastery, again, was dodge chance and deflection chance. And so she would get to that point where you could no longer hit her, and it was super, super annoying. And now the same thing is happening with Ezra, except you can't even assist against him. You can't even get any kind of, stuff going. Yeah, or let Ahsoka. That's right, yeah. So, my round 1, Wombat said, or let Ahsoka timeout on Hondo. I have Ahsoka for offense right now. And, in this first round, I used Ahsoka here against this team. And this had the, 100% evasion cron and all that garbage. And I think it took me... oh, excuse me. I feel like it took me almost 14 minutes. It almost took me 14. It took me like 4 minutes to beat this team with that 100% evasion cron. Like, it's nuts how impactful that datacron is, but also I think how many teams struggle against deflection and dodge, which maybe we need more accuracy in the game. Who the hell knows? Because and the characters that I brought were Sabine and Hera. So Hera does at least gain some sort of accuracy. But yeah, it was just a stupid, stupid fight. Kaya Aplanario. I'm not going to say that right. But we don't have a lot of good defense teams right now, so I think it's fine. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of really good defensive teams. I'd honestly say the bigger thing that... I don't know that it's necessarily that we don't have a lot of good defensive teams. I'd argue that a lot of the datacrons have made offense so superior, right? Like, the amount of teams that you can beat simply because you have the evasion crons are nuts, right? So I hear what you're saying, but I think there's more to it than just, we don't have enough defensive teams. Again, I could be off the mark there, right? I could 100% be off the mark that maybe we need better teams on defense. I feel like there's enough teams that can do well on defense. It's just there's so many datacrons that make offense that much easier. I'd say especially for 5v5. Like, this cron with Dr. Aphra will probably be beating, Jabba without too much problem. And I'm not saying that's right. That's not right, wrong, or indifferent. That's just kind of the truth, if you know what I mean. Alright, so next team I want to do here. I gotta drop down a tier. You know what? We got 20 of you guys here. We're gonna try the team that... So I did this while I was on vacation. Now normally I go in, I have a special mod set for these guys. Normally I go in, put in just crazy mods on these characters, right? Go to Relic 9 tier, put in some crazy mods. But ever since I got R2-D2 and like his number crunch where he's sharing his stats, and then the other thing you got to bear in mind is that he's getting 10% offense for each Galactic Republic ally. So he's going to gain 40% offense and then share his offense with these characters. So their offense gets so juiced that I don't remod for this, and then I'm just going to throw it on auto, and we're just going to let it play here. I might have to take it off once or twice, but when I was on vacation, this worked on full auto, and I want to see if it was just a fluke or if it's something that could be consistently done. I truthfully don't know, but it's worth a shot, right? Going off of phase 1 here, we're already 10% in, which is never a good sign. You normally want to get through this one pretty quick, but we'll see. Yeah, see, like, we're already here, but this is something I was thinking that could work. And even if it's not a complete full auto, if it's just close, that would even be nice. The other thing is I was just so sick of changing mods around all the time. Okay, there we go. Dude, okay, let's see how we handle this. Yeah, see, like, I don't like some of the decisions we're making here. Okay, well, we're gonna dispel that. That's good. That's not a bad move right there, to call in the handmaiden. That's not an awful move. Alright, what are they going to do here now? It's not awful. Okay. That's fine there, too. See, the problem is, I feel like Kenobi is going to use his AoE. Yeah, see, he's going to use his AoE, and I don't want him doing that. So, I'm going to cheat here. We're going to take it off of auto. I'm curious how badly I have to baby this or not. Because if I could get away with just, like, not having to fully remod, I'm pleased enough with that too. Go down in this stance. Does that do it? Yeah, see, that's not going to do enough because of the whole no heal over time. But that should get us where we need to go. All right, let's see if that little bit of play does enough. I'm curious, because, I mean, I did take it off of full auto at one point, but I left it off of full auto. I left it on full auto, so I was just curious if it could work or not. I might do this a time or two, just to see, like, right there, that's not, obviously that's not good. You never want the, but the thing is, oh, that riposte is actually, we've got it off of Qui-Gon now. And the nice thing is that, so, even though Queen Amidala is using that ability, Qui-Gon, like, look how many stacks of heal over time we have, because Qui-Gon was assisting every single time that she was using that ability. See, like, this is the phase where, like, Obi-Wan should have used his I would have used Obi-Wan's AoE here. Can you counterattack, buddy? Like, you've got the thing. Dude, going from 107 to 108, Caleb, is a hell of a lot better than when you go from 107 to, like, 50, which happens to me on a very, very regular basis. All right, that wasn't bad. That wasn't a bad move there. I don't think we'll make it, but yeah, I don't think we're going to make it here. Because we kind of needed the AoE now. Yeah, alright, I'm not going to make it here, but it's not an awful, if you wanted to throw this on auto and be able to score decently well, I mean, it's not the end of the world. I think the biggest problem is just Poe was a moron with his AoE abilities. If he was smarter with his AoEs, like if I could have had that at the start, we'd have been fine. But no, he had to use it like at the dumbest time every single time. Yeah. Oh, Queen Amidala is stuck behind damage immunity. Lovely. Ugh. Thank God. Okay. Alright, we're gonna retry this. But we're gonna... I don't know if... I'm okay... I will say this. I'm okay with playing this if I don't have to remod. Remodding is the worst part of this. So let's play my normal strategy. But I am not going to... Like, I'm not remodding for it. So we're just going to try and see how this goes. Already very different. Okay, do the basic. Okay, go down here. Ooh, that's a good... Or meat, that's a really good tip. So, like, the Poe Omicron for you got you a gold crate, which is... like, that's crazy. Like, gold crate is that's a big deal. Let's go over here. Hit this up. Yep. Yeah. Ugh. That's gonna be a problem. Yeah. See, now that's a problem. Yeah, I can't do that. All right, let's try this again. I'm gonna try. I want to try this a few times. I want to see if I can figure out a way that I can auto this. I'm gonna go get another soda while this plays. Ali, I would probably agree that I think Malik is annoying, but I don't know that I found it as annoying as like the Hondo ridiculousness. I felt like Hondo was just the dumbest. Only because you're only waiting for RNG. There's not a legitimate strategy. Yeah, or me. I do the same thing. I farm a lot of my feats off of the bounty hunter stuff. Alright, let's get out of this one again. Well, I didn't have to do anything extra for this. Like, it was just a Relic 9 on R2. I mean, I potentially could auto this. It worked one time. I wonder if I AoE there, if that makes a difference. I don't know. The General Skywalker event has changed a lot. I have a bone to pick with anybody who's done General Skywalker in the past, like, couple of months, because it was way different when I had to do it. I'd actually say that it was hard back then. You want? Yeah, I'll test it. All right, you want me to test just full auto? Don't touch it. All right. All right, I'm not gonna touch it. I'm not even gonna select a target. Just go. See, Poe just goes. I'd almost need to remod Poe to be slower, so that way he could like, or he gains that turn meter at the beginning. I feel like it'd be a lot better if he just was going significantly like after all the droids or after Qui-Gon has taken damage, so that way he could critically hit on that AoE and kill people. Like that AoE is just wasted. Yeah, like, I can beat the General Skywalker event without remodding anymore. And my B2 and Droidica are both Gear 12. So, like, that was another wasted... Like, the wasted AoEs are what's going to kill us. Every, like, mass assist AoE is just... It's murdering this auto run. Also, why did we let that happen? Can I critically hit, please? That would be nice. Dispel this stupid riposte, or the fake riposte, whatever the hell that's called. Good evening, Jason. Yeah, I mean, no, I would agree that I don't know that the General Grievous team needs Zetas anymore. They're definitely not what they used to be. Which is a shame, because they were one of the better teams in the game. Nice. All right, Queenie, that's a good dispel right there. Okay, R2 going. See, Poe just needs... I need this AoE before instances like that. Can you critically hit, buddy? Or are we not, do we not critically hit anymore? If you critically hit, it would dispel. And then I'd have, like, enough heal over time so you could actually do something. There we go. At least Poe is hitting for something. Yeah, all these big abilities are just wasted on this team. I don't know how I did it. I truthfully don't know how this team did it on auto last time. Like, if I just got lucky... Alright, let's go here. Okay, throw this out. See, it's funny in this run that my Master Qui-Gon is faster than he is for my, like, when I switch mods around, because I give him like a full health set. Okay, save the AoE. Alright, hit this up. Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. Kill it? Okay. Kill. Speed. Alright, so can we get some damage from Qui-Gon here? Even just doing this if I don't have to remod would be nice. Yeah, that's good enough for me. Yeah, I feel like the more I'm looking at this, I must have just got vacation RNG or something, because there's no way that I think this team could full auto, because there's too many extremely poor decisions that are being made while it's on auto. Alright, can we go over here? I mean, that's interesting. You think it's taken all the fun out of the game. I can understand that for some players. I think for others, I feel like it's been bringing some of the fun back to SWGOH, because they have a chance at actually doing something. They actually have a chance at farming some of those teams that they want. Okay, yeah, but I'm not gonna Relic 9 my Keller and Beck team. I'm not going that far. I can't R9 that team. Not while my Ahsoka team's sitting at Relic friggin' 7. Don't get me started on what I'm gonna have to do to that Spectre team. I'm trying not to think about. Trying not to think about what I'm gonna have to do to make Spectre viable. I wonder if you added, like, I don't even know who you could add to this to make it a consistent. I don't know if you could add a character or something to be a consistent full auto. I don't know what you would do. Alright. But see, like, here's the thing. This is definitely further than I would be normally right now. In terms of where, like, the enrage counter is. So, like, R9 R2D2... definitely. Now, again, a big part of this as well is all the changes with, like, the command droids not being able to get bonus turns and, like, ruining your life. But I would still say R9 on R2D2 is playing a huge role here. That should be some, yeah, nice damage there. The only thing I wish here was that R2 was dealing more damage. I feel like his damage is very lackluster. Now, some of that could be I'm used to seeing him in the Leia team, but I feel like his damage in this run is... like, he's basically just a power plant for this team. He doesn't actually do anything. Yeah, Maul and it's funny you say that, Jason. Maul and Sidious is the one team I would argue that got harder. Like, that is the one squad here that I feel like that just got so much more challenging to use. Because the droidicas can give you, like, the whole what's it called? Because the droidicas can just get their bonus turns, and you can't actually break it up with the command droid. Which is such a funny thing to say. Oh, yikes. That's not going to be good. Alright, I mean, we're still going to... Oh, can she... Nice! That worked out. That worked okay. That saves me time. I'm not going to lie. That saved me a lot of time. I will gladly take that. That's a big win. All right, let's go here. Let's go you. I will say this is the one team that I will normally give up on the fastest. Like, I just can't. I can't spend all day on this team anymore. I spend too much time trying to restart phases 1 and 2 to line up perfectly. I have had some runs in the past where Newt has lasted until the end. Because, I've made some modding changes. Alright, can we, cooldown increased. Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. What a joke. This is insane. That is like I have never gotten that awful of luck on this. That was just completely ridiculous. Alright, I am going to do that because I want to boost my offense up. Okay. Yikes, that's not good. This is going to be a restart. Oh, look, bonus turn. Ugh. See, this is the garbage. This is the stuff that you're just like, what in the name is going on? And look, like, you don't even get the cooldown increase there. That's just so stupid. That right there, that's my entire complaint with this one. That is literally the only complaint I have, is that the droidica with the bonus turns ruins this run. So you swapped sort of one kind of RNG for the other. Now it's normally less. Like, it's very rare that you get the back-to-back droidica turns like that, but it still is just like, oh my gosh, you know, what the heck. There we go. Alright. Okay, go Sid, go. Healing immunity. AoE. Yep, get that kill. Hit that. come on, Maul. Yep, Maul. Ugh, that's not what I wanted. Okay. They have the bonus turn modifier, so it's fine. Yep, hit that. Hit this up for offense. As long as I can juice my offense, we're going to be in good shape. Yep. Okay, Maul. Nice. Nice, Maul. Ramping already. Alright, we're ramping. We're ramping. Alright, let's go here. Ooh, come on. Get in! Let's go. Let's go. Alright, now here, I think I'm going to want to... I feel like I want to do this right now. Yes, that is exactly why I wanted to do this. Yep. Alright, good job. Good decisions, Phil. Good decisions. Okay, hit the AoE up. Hit that AoE up. And kill. Alright, kill you. Alright, let's just go there. We gotta weather this storm. Weather the storm. Weather the storm. Alright, yeah, that's okay. There we go. Nice. Nice. Alright. Now this is going to be a very terrible... I have a feeling this could go really bad here. Okay. Hit that. There. Oh, yeah. That's a problem. Okay. I gotta do this. Alright, that's not awful. That's not awful. We're okay now. We are in the, this never happens. This is a one-run maxer here. Just try to kill this guy. Yes, let's go. Try to kill that guy. Let's go. There we go. Get in. Get in. Imagine needing B2 to get a max score on that team. That is awesome. Wow. Oh. Get in. These characters. So, James, what I do... I don't know. I guess you didn't see when I initially went in there. So... I am, like, my nuke gun ray here, just to show you what's going on, right? So, if I go back out to my nuke gun ray. So, I created mod sets for that team, right? I went and created mod sets for that team, and it's ripping mods off of everybody. So, if you look at my nuke gun ray, right, those mods are all Galactic Legend Leia Organas. So like, see, look, like my Leia set here, this is my base set tab. These are all going from Nute Gunray to Leia. That is the entire set. The entire set is Leia. And so I do that intentionally because it's, you know, easy and, you know, it's made him survive. But yeah, I don't actually keep these mods on characters. I 100% switch my mods around at every single chance that I get because it does not make sense to do it any other way. Ah, crap. Okay, I can do that. And then I know if I go to you and put yours on, that's fine. So then I can come back out here. And I know my sauna needs the one off of Darth Maul, I think. Did I save her mod loadout? I did not save hers yet, of course. All right, so we're just going to put that on. Going to put that there. Just put her there. It does look right. That is about the speed I think I had her at. That works. And then you. What did I do? Now we'll figure it out. All right, bow. Yeah, so then I will say after every run, I will go back and remod. Only because there have been times where I've... Oops, can't do that because I've changed mods. That works. That works. That works. Yeah, okay. Good enough for me. Oh yeah, that's right. That one goes there. Good enough. Is it new on my... Yeah, so I have... So, James, what I'll do is, like, everybody has what I call a base mod set, right? So, every single one of my characters has the mods that are normally on them, and then I'll go in and remod them for whenever, if they're needed in a raid or something like that. But yeah, like my Nute Gunray, he has a completely different, you know, the mods I have on him are the mods I have on him. So yeah, like if I went to my Separatist here, like where's Nute at? Down here. So I've got him. He's a lot slower than he used to be. I used to have him a lot faster. But he's got the mods that get him to 304 speed. You know, they're not the greatest, but they are what they are. But yeah, what I'm trying to do in that instance is save my mod sets for when I, you know, like if I have a raid or something, I'll go switch those mods around. But those are not the ones that stay on those characters permanently because, again, that was my Leia Organa set. Like, I'm not putting those mods on Nute Gunray. So, I think sometimes, like, and maybe that's where some players are getting confused. Like, I am not keeping those mods on these characters. Like, I'll go in for the raid and I will put new ones on them. Right? Like, if I use my Keller, I'm going to use Keller and Beck here. So, we'll go there, we'll go there. And if I go in and throw my Jedi, like, so look, Keller and Beck's mods are coming from these characters. Right? Let's go next. Shock T. It's my Commander Tano set. Mace Windu is those characters. Kadimundi, I'm taking from Starkiller. Right? And then finally, Ayla, I think I take from Rey and R2-D2. Like, I just take all the mods from all the various characters I can and put mod sets. And then I'll go back after every single round and make sure that I put my mods back. we go. Yeah, I don't know. I truly don't know if I actually need to remod for this set, for this run, but I just always have. I don't know. I think it just makes the most sense to me that I'd rather not mess around too much. I just want to try. I was hoping to kill the Droideka. Get it out. I will say I only ever use Cam's. I don't ever take him out of this stance. I almost never use the basic. I never use the armor shred. I just use the one ability that, like, deal damage and reduce cooldowns on a kill. There we go. Kill it. Yeah. So I do this, and it just... boom. Yeah, yeah, you're right, Wombat. Obviously the sets I'm using, like some of the characters here are stealing from multiples, but most of the time I am just stealing from one character. Yeah, I don't ever... I mean, I'm not going to say I've never... I can't tell you the last time I was missing mods on somebody going into a big event. It has been a very long time since that has ever happened. Because I just... But I'm also, again, as you saw, immediately after my run, I am going through. Yeah, I don't have hot utils. Like, I just... Yeah. The way I've modded has worked for me for a very long time. Yes. Yeah. I have my whole... I know what characters I fix mods on, and I know which ones I don't, and I try to steal from... You know... I try to steal mods from the same character to create a set for something. Like, Rey and Kylo get pillaged for various raids because they're just insanely good mod sets. I don't even know what I would do with hot utils, to be honest. I truthfully don't know what I would do if I had hot utils. Because, like, I know all of the mods. But, hold on, guys. Give me 1 sec. I gotta take a call from the wife here. I think children woke up. Alright, I've got a few. Hopefully, Charlie stays asleep. Ooh, alright. Let's go. See, but, like, I understand the premise of hot utils. It's just, I don't know. I'm probably one of the weird ones where, like, I don't even, but that's the thing, Jason, like, I don't even open up bronziums anymore. I spend all my ally points on the free signal data, the signal data in weekly shipments or on datacrons. I use for, whose mods do I use for Sidious? So I use potency and offense. So I use like potency and offense sets. So I use like Darth Vader, Yeah, it's a mixed bag of characters who like a lot of speed and offense. I'm not gonna lie, my sets. I'm not trying to brag when I say this, more so just be honest. I would not try to mimic my sets because some of the stat levels I can get are kind of just stupid. But like the other, and like this is the other thing for me with like hot utils. I have most of my, I shouldn't say I have most of them memorized, but I can look at my character's speeds and have a rough idea of, like the ones that I use a lot. I have a rough idea of what their speeds are, so I know if I put the right mod on them or not. Ugh, that dodge is brutal. There we go. Okay, hit that. Okay, kill you. I get it. I don't know. I've never needed that. I get it. Like, I understand I completely understand the premise of it. I'm just not willing to pay for something that I've been doing on my own since the beginning of time. Now this I will give you. Let's see if we can get that thing down. Nice. Alright, let's call you to assist. Kill that. Can we kill this? Oh my gosh. Where are these dodges coming from? This is like my worst Keller and Beck run in ages. How is that not a critical hit? What the hell? Thank you, God. No, like I honestly think Hot Utils is fantastic for like if you're willing to pay for it. I think it's a great service and it helps a lot of players. I've just never felt I needed it, to be honest. But that's also, I don't know, I'd also argue it's because when I make a lot of mod sets now, I can afford to just make them off of one character. So it's not like I need to, most of my sets I'm not pillaging mods off of like 5 different, GLs or something. I can just take mods from Ray for whoever I want. So it's a little bit different. And then, like, what you guys will see here again is that, like, here we go. That's the other thing. CG should implement features like that into the game, and they don't. And that's always annoying. So then, yeah, like, this is my, like, just after every Battle for Naboo, come back in, go to my base sets, scroll down. It's a lot easier to, it's funny, it's a lot easier to equip my mods via like in-game stuff. That's her mod, which all I have to do now is just come down here and delete that. And create new loadout. And there we go. Yeah, like that's, I mean, like that mod, right? I knew that. Or like I know, like here, I'll show you guys when I go back through the next round here. You know, and I will say this, a lot of the knowledge I have from my mod, like around my modding, comes from the fact that I do this, right? If I wasn't having to remod this way all the time, I wouldn't know my mods this way. So there is an element there that, like, hot utils, you won't really know your mods to this degree because there's no need to. Alright. So I think that's Ayla. Did all those ones. Did Shock T. Oh, Keller and Beck. Where are you at? There we go. Empty mod slots. Like, see here. Like, I used an entire thing for Commander Ahsoka Tano. I used all of Starkiller's mods for somebody. I used almost all of Rey's. And the reason I used almost all of Rey's is because she has a better cross now than when I originally made that set. Where's Darth Nihilus? Yep. Sith Eternal, that's yours. That's yours. JML, that's yours. And then that's Resistance Hero Fins mod. There we go. Easy enough. Yeah, like, this is, like, I could, here, so, like, for example, right? If I go down and I just start doing this, I know that my Coors Light Leia, I know she's 333 speed. I know that my Starkiller is 291 speed. Right? Just because I use his mods all the time. I know Commander Tano is like 350 something. I know my JML should have like 162,000 protection. So, like, what I've been able to do over the years is just, because I've spent so much time kind of, you know, finagling their mods, I'd even know that, like, this one here with these rolls is fins, because I use it a lot, right? That's kind of just, you learn whose mods are whose because you're constantly equipping them. You're constantly using the same sets for people all the time. Because if you're honest, half of the time when you're creating these things, right, you know, it's just, hey, yeah, there's your mods. Now, I'm going to try to not remod this team. I'm curious with the changes. I can't remember if I've definitely remodded this team a lot, but I don't know if you still need to. Let's just give them all turn meter. Come on, Kit Key. Okay, cool. There you go. Give me one AoE turn. All right. Hit that guy. Hit that one. Hit that. Come on. I need some more counters than this. This is embarrassing. You're embarrassing me in front of my friends. Yeah, I feel like I have been remodding for this battle because I don't do enough damage without my good mods. Yeah. Alright. We'll keep trying, but I feel like I don't have the damage to get this done. Well, Wombat, my account, to be fair, it is getting relic levels now. We're getting there. It's just taking a little bit of time. All right. I gotta spread that out. Oh my gosh. How are we not getting counterattack? Sheesh Louise. This isn't that hard. There we go. There we go. No, that's not good. All right. Just do this. All right. Let's do that. Okay, we still... All right, that works. Take care, Jace. Drive safe, man. Oh, that was not a smart play. That was not a smart play. That was not a smart play. Eesh. Yeah, this definitely works better when I switch mods around. Yeah. Yeah, I thought I had to switch mods. Oh, whatever. Not that big of a deal. So for you, I feel like I give you... Use the exact same mod set. Let's just give you Shock T. Right? I don't know what I do. Oh, wait, no, I don't give you Shock T. I give you Kellerman back. That's right. And then I give you, this, right? I give you Mace Windu. I give you that, I don't know. And I give you this one. Oh no, is it the other way around? Do I give you... Yeah, that's right. Alright, just give them turn meter. That's right. I like Kit faster because I want him to spam the AoE, the potency up. I should just give Grandmaster Yoda like some really bad set. I just can't care that much. Yeah, I've never tried Ayla. I don't know why I've never tried Ayla, but this is the team that's kind of worked for me the most. The one thing I will say with Grandmaster Yoda on this team is that it does give me a little bit more damage in some instances because of the Relic 8. Okay, hit that up. Just need some counterattacks, please. Thank you. Speak them into existence. There we go. Yeah, but this is just what I do, man. I don't know. I could probably full auto with this. I just don't feel like it. Here we go. Keep my potency up. Counterattacks, please. One counterattack. That's pitiful. Thank you. Good work. Good work. That's it. But see, Wombat, here's the thing. Like, me changing mods for this, it's just not a big deal. I don't have like a, oh no, if I, you know, like it's not like I feel like it takes me that long to have to switch my mods. Okay, let's just keep that going. Yep. See, that's why I like Yoda there, is that I was just able to delete that Droidica with Yoda's damage plus the true damage. That's why I like Grandmaster Yoda here over Ayla. Okay, here we go. Good job. Dude, you can roast all you want. I'll just make fun of the fact that, like, your account's mods are trash. Those are probably, like, good mods for your account that you're showing me. Based on what you've shown me of your mods. Roasting myself, gonna be roasting Wombat here. Your mods are worse than those characters that they had in the Book of Boba Fett. Alright, we can just do that there. Because I have, like, one more turn of goodness with these locked... there it friggin' is. Good job, Yoda. Just take lots of turns, buddy. Just a skill issue. We really want to get into skill issue right now. Ooh. Love to see that. Love to see that. Are my mods better than Meathead's? I have no idea. I don't know what Meathead's mods look like. I have no idea what his mods look like. You gotta go last. While I'm thinking of it, come up here and I've been like putting this off for like a while, where I've had to like, ever since I got the Spectre team, I just ripped mods off of everybody, and it's a major problem. Here we go. But that's the thing, like, Meathead, I feel like a lot of the developers who play this game probably don't have as much time to play it as we think. I could be wrong, but I feel like, I truthfully believe that a lot of the devs and stuff who play this game probably do not have the time to commit to it that we do. I have a very big sinking suspicion that the time they spend in the game is not what we think it is. Obviously, because they only have one laptop. How come the nickname Nooch Gunray never stuck? What did I call him one time? I feel like I did call him that, or something along those lines. Like, it definitely was a complete butchering of his name. It 100% was a huge butchering of Nooch's name. I felt bad. Okay, you get the 26 speed protection mod. Your arrow's 23 speed. Your square is 16. That's you. That's you. Okay. And then you are what's left. I don't hate that mod. I should do some work to that mod. Same with that one. All right, you guys give me 1 second here. Hold on. There's something I need to do. There's just something I need to do. Okay. 756 423 323. Just hold on. We're just gonna. We're getting there. Hold on, guys. We're just gonna. We're gonna have some fun here. All right, there we go. Let's pull this up. There it is. All right. And there we go. All right, so I just pulled this account at random. Oh, Wombat37. Look at that. All right. Let's start talking about, yeah, Phil's mods. Oh, there's not even any greed on this side. Not even any greed. No greed. Trash. 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 I almost have as many 6% offense mods as you have 4%. Trash. Need I say any more? Is there anything else I need to show here? Trash. Anything to say, Wombat? Anything to say? Not one category. Not one category. Oh, wow, your datacrons are cool. Woohoo, yay, your datacrons. Yeah, wow. Oh, man. I'm scared. No Balin, no Bane. Ooh, loser can't even play Conquest. No Bane. No Malicos. No Dark Trooper Moff Gideon. Can't even play Conquest. That's a skill. No Ahsoka Tano. That's a skill issue. How many Gear 12 do you have? I bet you I could do... Hold on. Do we want to play this game? Do you want to go down this path? Do you want to go down this path, Wombat? Just ask yourself that question. Do you want to go down the path of who can have more Gear 12? Do we want to go down that path? Do you want to go down that path? Do we want to go down the path of who has more Gear 12s? We don't need to go down that path. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, going down a path you can't follow. Yeah. That's what I thought. Sit down. This is coming up on the next podcast episode of me just eviscerating Wombat for having a trash account. Hold on. Let me see something here. Hold on. I'm actually very curious about something. Let's see something here. All right. Hold on. You guys are about to... We're about... Channel members might get a spoiler of the next account I'm going to look at here, but I've always been curious about this. I don't know if I've ever actually looked at this. All right. Hold on. All right. Here we go. All right, we are comparing to Arnold's account, right? So Arnold's account, 14 million here. Right? So average speed, let's look at the mods here. I mean, we're not that far away. I'm not saying that we're super close, but we ain't that far away. I mean, I'm 10 mod, 1025 speed mods. We are 19, 20 plus. Got a long way to go on the 15 plus. We got a long way to go there. But in 10 plus, we do have more. We do have more 10 plus. And then, I mean, the offense is just, that's not a... The R9s. How about the everything else? Right? The everything else is significantly better. Right? The everything else he has is significantly better. Although I would argue that my Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, 15 speed slower with more health and more offense and 1 relic level lower. But, yeah. I mean, just to show, like, and I'm not, like, obviously Arnold has a much better account than mine. I'm not trying to, like, but what you guys can see in this comparison is that my mods, in comparison to somebody like him, who is the top streamer in this game, creator, everything, we are not that far away from, like, oh yeah, you know, you get me to 14 million and we're going to be on a better mod trajectory, right? Let's look at a couple others. I'm kind of curious to see. I can't do a ton of these, but we can definitely do a couple here. Let me see. Let me grab a couple, like, characters. And let's go. Hold on. I'm grabbing a couple here. I'm grabbing a couple because I'm very curious to see. And let's go, I'm trying to think what's the other, I can think of, I got like 3 ringers that I can do here. I got like 3 like ringers that we can compare to. Hold on. I feel like I got like 3 ringers that I can really compare to. See how we're looking. Okay, that's not the right. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. All right, hold on. What is, I don't know what Pimpo's, I tried to run it, but it didn't run correctly. I didn't grab the right accounts. Any advice for guild recruiting? I've been struggling. Oh, you know what? I would say, I would actually say there are a couple things you could do. It's going to sound silly, but the first thing is probably just recognize the kind of accounts that match up to what your guild is. Like, I would not try to spend your time recruiting trying to recruit players that aren't going to join your guild, if that makes sense. Like, focus on your time. Focus your time on the characters or the players who can actually meet what your guild needs. Does that make sense? Like my guild, if we see somebody join who's like, we don't need, you know, like, if we don't need, if they're like, oh, I want max rewards and territory wars, then my guild just is like, all right, yeah, we're not doing that. Like, we're not even going to waste our time with that. It's just not worth the hassle, right? I'm trying to see, like, who did I grab here so far? Okay. Oh, that's right. The other one was, I don't know what Pimpo's in-game name is. That's the problem. I don't know what his in-game name is. So it's kind of like a hard compare. Another thing, Lane, that you could do is kind of gauge what your guild wants. So if your guild is all about territory wars, then try to get really good at territory wars and focus on recruiting people who want to be good in territory wars. All right, let's go this way now, guys. So I grabbed a couple. Here we go. All right, so I got to move the... So we have Fat Phil, Egg, Mount the Algorithm, which is Zareth's account, and then Sanjita's account. So we've got kind of 3, you know, we got 2 like major ringers there. So I do win the battle of offense percent, right? We're winning the battle of the offense percents. I like to see that. That's a nice little one to have. I'm not gonna lie. 6-dot mods, I do have more than Sanjita, though. He has a significantly higher amount of 25 speed mods. The thing is, he's got a lot more of the 25s, but when you look, like, the vast majority of those 20 plus speed mods are coming in that 25 range. Whereas you look in like the rest of the categories, and I'm somewhat in that range that he is. So I'm just missing that top mod quality, which would hopefully come from, you know, the next couple 100,000 GP that we're going to get to. Obviously, Zareth's account has the most 6-dot, the most of every other category. Like, that's just that should be par for the course at that point. Like, that makes sense. What I find super interesting is just look at, like, Agnard's and I's Datacron rerolls versus theirs. Like, we're just way down. I don't know what Calvin Awesome's in-game name is. I'm not sure what his in-game name is, so I can't, like, pull it up. But I will say this, like, don't pay, like, and I'm not saying that it's not good to have really fast mods, right? But I wouldn't pay too much attention to the speed. You've also got to bear in mind, like, what else are you giving up, right? For, like, just looking at those, I'm going to continue to get more speed. I'm going to continue to get more offense percent in things. I have a lot of mods where I could potentially shoot for more speed, but I'm not willing to try to slice it for that, you know? But I will say this, I have been spending my guild event currency 3 at this point. Now that I'm kind of where I am, almost all of it is going towards micro attenuators. Like, everything I'm doing now is basically just going to trying to farm micro attenuators, trying to get micro attenuators, because that's, like, all I need right now to progress. How many of those do I have? Let's try and see. I'm not going to get enough of those to actually do anything tonight, but it would just be nice to get somewhat close. Yeah. And I think I'm out of, I'm not doing any more of those. But I can at least try something tonight. I've got this Hu Yang one with 5 things there. All of those are 40. See, like this mod, right? Like, I've got a chance to do something there. It's just at the 40 level, and I don't have that yet. This one's at 42. Like, I can try and slice this up. I'll probably just end up finding more of these somewhere and slicing that, because I'll try to... That's a really, really solid mod that I'd like to get more work out of. I had a couple of, like, really, really solid ones I was thinking of, like, trying to calibrate at some point. But they're all, like, problem is, they're all, like, on characters now. Like, they're all, like, just, okay. I have almost all, like, if you go to my manage mods, and I go to, like, calibration attempts, and go here, like, all the ones at 6 have 5 speed rolls, and then, like, I could try this one on Malik, but that's not... I don't know. I like all of those stats for him. This one for Iden is nice, but, like, I don't... You know, I don't know. This one for CLS, like, I could try to take away the health to get more speed or something. Jabba's mod. This one on Wampa, like, I don't really want to steal the tenacity, to be honest. Like, you see a lot of the ones I have that, like, I could try to reroll something. Like this one for Starkiller. I could try to reroll this health for speed. But, I don't know. Unless you guys really bully me into that, like, I'm not willing to make that sacrifice. I'd rather try to find a mod somewhere else. So I am not involved. I'm not directly involved in my guild's recruiting. My one guild officer, I know he's in like a million different servers, but it's not something that I am actively involved in, to say the least. Just not something that I do. Let's see, any other mods that are worth, like... Like, this one for General Grievous actually isn't an awful one to try for. It's like this one, another one for Star Killer. I could try to slice away the health to get more speed, but it's got 5 rolls of offense, so I don't really feel like trying to take a gamble on it. That's my dilemma. See, he's the first person I've seen. Here, hold on, guys. I'm gonna share this with. So these are Calvin Awesome's mods. He's the first person I've seen with a similar number. He has the same number of 6% that I do, but I still have more of the 4%. But his speed is just out of control. I mean, that's just the 25 speed there is just crazy. That's one of the highest numbers that I've probably seen in terms of speed. I don't know that I've ever seen that many, at least not in a Grand Arena anywhere. Which that's just, I mean, that's pure. I don't know if that's dedication or whatever else. Campbell should be my middle name. I know, right? Yeah, I like, that's the thing. I've never liked, like, there's a bunch of mods like this one. I'll never slice this. I'll never slice some of these mods where I have 5 rolls on something. I don't like it. I've never liked it. Like, if I get, like, truthfully, if I get 5 rolls of a certain stat, I immediately stop rolling that mod. Like this one for Cal, I probably won't slice that up. Same thing with Poe here. Like, I probably won't slice that up because I have 5 rolls of something. I'm not willing to take it further. Which, I know that sounds so stupid, but that's just like that's just been the way that I am. It's very stupid. But, again. Do I try one of these Star Killer mods? I don't feel like it's gonna happen. I feel like it's not gonna work out my way. He's also not a character I really need speed on. I have a million 20. These 23 speeds just make me so mad. 19s. Which one? This one? Or the crit damage triangle? Or the... Here. Well, hold on. So there's the... So there's CLS here with this. Yeah, there's that one. There's this one. And then there's the Star Killer where I have this one and this one. I would not be surprised if your Commander Tano's faster than mine. Mine's not very fast for Commander Tano's. If this doesn't work out, Wombat, I'm coming after you. See? This is why I don't do this. That's why I don't do that. That's why you don't do that. That's why I don't do this. That's why I don't do that. Ugh. See? Told you guys. That's why I don't do it. Now I'm going to get pissed off. Idiot, Phil. Shouldn't have caved. It's alright. It's like a day of refreshes. It's not that big of a deal. It's not going to take me that long to get them back. But I can get these finally. There we go. Yeah, now I need 40 rolls, but like Smuggler's Run 2 isn't happening for a while. I mean, it is literally all I'm spending, like, it's all I'm spending my Guild Event Currency 3 on now. I've just made up my mind that that's all I'm going to spend it on is micro attenuators. Because I just am like, I have so many mods where it's a roll or two away from being really good. Like 19, 20, you know, like there's so many. These Ahsoka ones have just made me so sad. Where like I'm getting closer. Same like even like JML, like I have 15 speed on him here. Like a 40 gets me a chance at even more protection, which I should do. There's a ton of, I seriously would say like, if I can focus on micro attenuators for the next like year and a half, I'm going to be in a lot better shape on this account. And I feel like that's what I need to do, is just start farming attenuators and grinding out some of these mods to get people faster. Like, again, comparative to the average player that I face, I'm not in trouble. And even the ones that have better speed than me, they normally cannot keep up with the rest of the secondaries. Because it's not even just like, you know, if I go here, it's not even just the offense percent that people need to contend with at times. It's not even like the offense percent at times that people have to contend with here. It's also the fact that I've got like a bunch of defense percent on the secondaries on some characters. Right? And like that sounds silly, but like that's a big part of what can make an account successful at times, is the fact that I've got enough defense in other places that, like this mod, I can slice this up more. You know, like there's a lot of options I have where I can make a mod somewhat better by just a few more slices or another calibration, and we're there. Like even Commander Tano, right? Like, I'm just not willing to calibrate this mod because I'm banking I'm getting a better one eventually. Oh, yeah. And then if I filter by protection percent. Yeah, there's my protection percent. So my best, I mean, it's, JML's got the best speed square. Then Balin has a better mod than him, but I'm not gonna like. Now, are we ready for ship mods? You know, this is a good point. I like this, James. I like that idea. Like, I like that, bringing that up here. That's a great topic. Here's the problem with ship mods, is that how do you legitimately roll them out? How do you legitimately roll out speed mods? Because, or like ship mods, because when you think about the way that ships play a role, like, there comes a point where all that's gonna matter in certain ships is the capital ship, right? Like, think about Leviathan. You're not gonna worry about any of the rest of your ships in that fleet. You're just gonna worry about having the fastest Leviathan, having the fastest Executor, having the fastest Profundity, because none of the other stuff matters half the time. It's just, is your capital ship faster? Then you win. So I think that's the biggest problem with ship mods right now, is that the speed, like, everybody's just going to try to make their capital ship as fast as humanly possible. right? And the difference with characters is that for a long time, that was the case. That all that mattered with your characters was having the faster Darth Revan or having the faster JML or whatever it was to win the mirror match. Where now mirror matches are a lot less frequent. You know, they don't happen nearly as much because there's a specific counter that's designed for that team. And so speed, while still important, has in some cases taken a backseat to statistics. That you can have a really good, like Rey. Rey does not need speed. She wants stats, right? And not just offense stats. She wants health, too. Another great example is, you know, I'd always use, like, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren in this. He likes to have speed. He also wants to have health. He also wants to have offense. Take Leia Organa. She wants to have... I always say with Leia, you want to have a modicum of speed. You want to have just enough speed that it's not... that she's not insultingly slow, but she doesn't need to be, like, I mean, it's impossible to get her to 590, I think, but, like, she doesn't need to be, like, 570 speed or whatever. You know, speed is really nice, but if you can find some really good stats to throw on the mods, it's much better for the character. Because a lot of times, the matches aren't won and lost in speed anymore as much as they're won and lost on, do they have the stats to win? Do they have the underlying strength to get through that fight? And that's where I'd argue my account has sort of stood the test of time, is trying to, and not just even paying attention, like when I say stats, we're not just talking about the secondaries, but also the primaries, that there's some players I'll know who have a really fast Jedi Master Kenobi or something, but you look and it's like protection mods and tenacity and all this other BS on there. Like, now, give him the mods that he actually deserves. And mine really at 579, I'm going to have to slow him down at some point. I need to slow that down. I feel like those mods could go on somebody else. He just, like, I don't know that, I mean, it's nice having him that fast, but I don't know that I need him that fast. The one nice thing with Kenobi being fast like that was with the Fulcrum mirror match. It's unlosable if you have a faster Kenobi. Because you can just throw damage immunity on your GK. Right? So I just, like, put damage immunity on my GK, and then I can press auto, and I win because it's just two Fulcrums playing, like, slapping contests with each other until I eventually pick my way through their team and, you know, kill their Fulcrum. But, yeah. That was a long way around, like, kind of lost the whole thing of ships, but, like, I just think with ships, I don't think the game has the bandwidth for them. It's the same reason I would argue that we're not ready for 7-dot mods. The way that ships interact with the game, adding any kind of mods that could potentially adjust speed would be a huge mistake. And I think with 7-dot mods, you can't really put them in the game yet because the way that most players go about modding is, I want to hit 5 speed rolls, I don't care what anything else is. Because there is, like, when you look at the mods, I mean, there is room. Like, there's a very obvious gap where there's, like, one more spot available for a dot to make it 7. I don't think we're ready for it. Which is crazy, because the game's been around for a long time, and it just has never happened. That's right, I forgot Trench has... Trench? Yeah, see... Like this mod, you know, like, I have a bunch where, like, they're on the cusp of being really good, like, really fast. I just refuse to take them higher on the standpoint of they're not gonna, like, this mod here, I just, you know, it doesn't help me enough. And I have a million of these, like, 22 and 24 speeders. It's always a thorn in my side for the mod score. 15 on you, that's not bad. Oh, excuse me. Now, I gotta have a better thing for her somewhere. See, now you guys got me looking at mods, and that's when streams get boring, because I'll just spend the rest of my time looking to see if I can put a better mod on somebody like that. Give her some more health. Mega Fugitive can have that. You just unlocked Galactic Legend Ahsoka and Balin. I mean, so here's what I've been doing. And obviously my account's very different. I've been just like trying to increase my relic levels, because that was an area that I like neglected. But I would even say that if you have all the rest of the journey guide stuff, I'd just work on trying to get some of the relic levels on your key Galactic Legend teams up. Other things you could do is I would start farming. Obviously, whenever the Bad Batch comes out, I'd start farming them. But I've been spending all of my time farming this node. I've been farming 9F. And the reason I'm farming it, it's got stuff for carbonite circuit boards. It's got your Mark III hollow projectors, which are nice. This piece is whatever. But it has this, that like bayonet salvage, which I can use to craft impulse detectors. And so those impulse detectors is saving me from spending as much of my guild currency on them. And that means I can try to build up electrum conductors or something else. So I've been trying to kind of offset some of the farming I have to do through other means. And that in a particular instance was one of them, is finding ways to get extra impulse detectors without having to buy them. Because I want to get to a point where like my error magnifiers and impulse detectors are slowly getting closer and closer, where it used to be like 700 error magnifiers and like 50 impulse detectors. So I want to make sure that I'm trying to match up my inventory for those, because I don't want to run out. And I will say buying the episode pass has been a huge help to kind of maintain that, you know, get some extra resources that otherwise I wouldn't have access to. But yeah, you guys have any other questions? It's getting, I want to kind of try to be done by midnight, just because I know I'm going to be exhausted in the morning, and my daughters have not been feeling well the past few nights, and so it's been a miserable night's sleep for me. While we're doing this, I am going to check my guild's progress in territory wars just to see how we're doing. I'm not going to check my zones. Oh, nice, we cleared. There we go. What do they got? QA. Okay, that's easy enough. And then Leviathan. Mostly Leviathans. Ugh. What did we even... I don't even remember what we saved for Leviathan. Yeah, dude, yeah, my Hut... Like, I just took all of my Hut Cartel. So I had them Relic 7 before. So I took Chrysanthemum, Jabba, and Leia to Relic 8. And then I'm going to try to get Skiffguard here to Relic 7. And probably Embo over that finish line as well. I've got to type out some territory war orders. Sorry, I was looking. I have to be an officer every once in a while and check in on territory wars here. Was typing to see what our game plan is for attacks. I'm not checking. I gotta resist the urge to check our defense, because I can't let you guys see our heavily proprietary defense that we're running. That's a, what the heck? Like, why are we doing that? Why? If someone can explain what Keller and Beck is... The flip side is you don't have... Oh, if you don't have LV, then I would probably get Lord Vader. Because I'm done. Like, I'm done with the journey guide, so I don't have anything else to do. So all of my stuff can just go into whatever I feel like. All right, I do want to show this. I do have to show this. If you see this team right here, guys. If you see... Oh, I can't... Darn it, I can't do this. Darn it. Okay, I'm going to at least just explain this. If you see this team right here. This will win every single time. You stun Mara, you kick... Like, you start hitting Mara Jade, and Han will remove her turn meter. And then you'll beat that team. And that's only if, and that's only if there's no Juhani Omicron. If there's a Juhani Omicron, don't try the CLS team. But if there's no Juhani Omicron, and there's Mara Jade Omicron, still bring Han Solo, he supersedes it. I'm just looking to see the Great Mother team. Yeah, that's probably like a Sith. I'd argue Sith Empire there. More Sith Empires. Yeah, our opponents, I mean, they set a pretty... This first wall was all Jabba. Right? It was just Jabba, primarily Jabba's, a lot of the new Hutt Cartel Datacrons. Like, we struggled on this team with 12 battles against that Jabba. 4, 5. It was pretty messy. And then the next defense that they set was primarily Rey, with a few Ahsoka Tano's kind of thrown in there. I did fight. I was so happy. Every once in a while, you see one of these Rey teams. I think it was this one right here. This one right here. No Datacron, no tough characters, just Resistance and Ben Solo. Felt so good to use the 501st against that. It's just that felt... Oh, it's one of my favorite teams to use against them. Yeah, their other front wall, I think, is... so they've got, like, JMK, Leia... There's a Kylo. I don't get that one. And then I feel like there was an Ahsoka here, but yeah, there's like one Ahsoka with the double Omicron, which is so crazy. But yeah. So we're gonna figure out what we do here. We're more so, I know we're trying to wait on the fleets. That's a big thing. But fortunately, our front wall is holding, and I would be kind of surprised if they cleared us. I'd be kind of surprised if they cleared us here. While I check that, I'm gonna let you guys continue to just get embarrassed by what Wombat's doing. Hey man, sometimes the schizophrenic defense can work. Let's not diss it too much, because sometimes that kind of defense can mess people up, because you have to call out like 15 different counters. Oh, one of my defense teams got a hold. Oh, that's lovely. I love when that happens. I will say all the time, it's like my least favorite part of being a content creator is that Territory Wars is so hit and miss on what my teams do that I either am like one of 5 teams that gets beat because somebody sees Fat Phil and feels the need to beat it, and then, or I'll get like 6 holds because somebody tries to underman it, and drops. So that's always a fun thing. Are you asking, Unlearn Me, are you asking that from like a GAC perspective or Territory Wars? And again, for GAC, so for like 3v3 right now, nobody, I was showing this earlier, nobody has beat this team. Right, so that person put 4 battles up against it. This guy, now he also dropped down here, but again, didn't, you know, set this team again. Nobody beat it, and it's what I've seen on defense as well, where I think the vast majority of players are still setting that, even if you have GL Ahsoka. So yeah, I think for 3v3 it makes the most sense to still set Ezra with Rey, because if you set him with GL Ahsoka, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren beats it, Bane Sith Eternal beat it. You're not really, the issue being, if you don't set Ezra with her, Bo-Katan Mandalore will beat it on defense. So instead, like, you bring it on offense. I don't know. I've got to think through that one a little bit. My brain starts to hurt when I think too much about it. I still think Ezra, as he stands now, is best with Rey. Good question. That's a very good question. Yeah, any other last questions? Or I am going to hit the hay here. Appreciate all you hopping on for, like, the random stream. You know, normally, like, you only get the people joining who want roster reviews. It was nice just kind of hanging out with you guys for a little bit. Kind of, you know, freed me up a little. Felt good just to kind of sit here and talk in front of a microphone for, you know, 3 hours about Star Wars. Because I'm crazy like that. So I appreciate all of you guys again. If for some reason you aren't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe, like the stream, everything else. I will see you guys in the next video. I love you guys a lot.